Like a good neighbor, Mike Berg is there. He snapped the tap too. One out of what, kid?
That green one.
I bet you he's pissed. Is this the swindle truck? What's going on in here?
What do you want?
So you guys might be wondering. Wondering, or wondering? Wondering. Yeah, you're wondering why it was so important for me to get this valve stem, this big bore tube kit, onto that other tire. And for lack of better excuse, because this is what's called a planetary wheel hub. It's kind of like a semi where it's, well, yeah, like they're hub mounted, but you know, so you saw the video just recently, probably yesterday or the day before, of the boys struggling to get this wheel off of this side. And what they do is it's captured. That ring that I showed you on the rim, you can't get in there. And it took them, I don't know, I'm going to say it took them 2 hours to press that off, 3 hours maybe, to get that thing to budge and get it the heck out of the way. That's why it was so important for me to try to do this. Because otherwise we have to take that whole wheel assembly off and go through the same rigmarole we did here. Rigmarole? You guys know what rigmarole is? That's like, never mind. So anyways, this is how that sits in there. So it's captured. There's really no room back here, and there's only the hole in that side. And we just didn't want to go through, well, I didn't want to make the boys go through and remove another whole wheel to do if something I could do on the Saturday, so that's what I did. And by the way, this is the repaired one. I took that steel. You'll see that in a video too. I don't know how I'm going to do all this, but this one actually has a longer, it's longer. It's just plain longer, so it wouldn't go back through that hole where the other one was shorter. So I repaired this one, and we're going to put it on the other tire before the tire goes on, and that should work out for us. But that was why it was so important for me to get this one fixed. And now here it is 2 days later, or whatever it is, and she's still holding air. I soap checked it. We're all good. And that's all that matters. We're all good. It saved us a long time. And then just think of that. If we'd have been beating on this one with the sledgehammer, we'd have probably ended up putting, you know, the new O-rings in there. We got one for each tire. I don't have to do it. That's great. It's going to hold, and he'll have that if he needs it. He bought it, brought him over to the customer, and so that's why it was so impotent to get that done. So there you have it, short and sweet. And yeah, the only other problem we got was this. Where is it? That lock ring. That lock ring that holds the nut, the bolt snapped off here in there, but that'll come out with a little drill and a little extractor. I see he's got the hole in it. So that's it. It's just a short little video of why it was so important to put that valve stem in without taking that wheel off. Okay, so maybe somewhere down the road somebody else will see that. All right. Excuse me. See you, bye. Wrong button, Mike. There's none there.